to change their views and think rightly. So you're agitating, but you can't just agitate and leave them on their own. You have to assist in the process of what's the next step and how can we change and how can we help you do that. It's like he was saying, how it just sounds very biblical, because God calls us to be salt and light. The salt is irritating and annoying and burns your skin as it heals, but then light provides illumination to help them see the way. So we want to be both the salt and the light, not just agitating, but also assisting. And so there's lots of different ways to assist. Just being out there at the abortion clinic, if a mother is at the abortion clinic because she feels like she can't take care of this baby on her own, that's what the church's responsibility is, to come alongside her and assist her in teaching her how to be a mother and giving her the resources she needs to provide for that baby. So there's assistance that way, but just you can be assisting people all along the way as you agitate. Just being kind to one another is assisting, all that. But I wanted to talk specifically about a specific way to assist orphans in general. It's a specific kind of orphan that is being abandoned in our country. They're kind of called the untold millions, snowflake babies. They're being abandoned in freezers all across our country, and they're being produced out of our own desires to want to have children. So it's very sad that we live in a culture that kills our children in our womb, and then we also desire so much to have our own children that we go through this process of in vitro fertilization, which creates children as a commodity and as property, so that we can have our own children after we've been able to kill our children. So we have to have the right to kill our children, and then we also want the right to be able to have as many children as we want, when we want it, how we want it. So the Bible obviously says that children are a blessing. In Psalm 127, verses 3 through 5, I don't know, should I read it out loud? I got it on my phone, so I'll go ahead and read it, because God's word is so good. Okay. So, sorry. Psalm 127, verses 3 through 5 says, "Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them. He shall not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies in the gate." So we know that children are a blessing. I mean, that's why we're abolitionists. But then can we take that to mean that any way to have our own children is a good thing? I mean, God says children are a blessing, so I should be able to have children and get them and have them myself. And is that a right thing? Can we go that far? Yeah, so let's discuss some other things that the Lord has said in the Word. Let's see, we have in Samuel that the Lord shuts the womb of some women. And then we have in other places in Genesis, like Rachel, the Lord opens wombs. So the Bible over and over shows that God is in control of opening and closing our womb. And that kind of goes into the tenet of God's providence. As abolitionists, as Christians who believe in God, the sovereign King and Lord over all creation, do we really believe in his providence, that he is in control of opening and closing our wombs? The process of in vitro fertilization takes the egg of the woman and sperm now we have fertilization. We know that a new human being has been created outside of the womb, and then inserts that into, well, it grows the child for 3 to 5 days. At day 5, it inserts it into the womb, and or they freeze these children at day 3 or day 5, depending on if they're going to do testing on the child before they insert it into the womb. This whole process is out of a desire for a good thing, a desire to have children and a blessing, and yet it's a completely dehumanizing process for the children. It treats children as a commodity, as property, just like during the time of slavery, when we said that black people, human beings, are merely considered property according to the law, and you can treat them however you want because they're your property. In the same way, we have considered children to be property, and when we freeze them, they are considered property by law. You can just transfer your property over to someone else, or you pay a storage fee in the freezers to keep your property safe for you until you so desire to maybe have that child or give that child up for scientific research or just have it destroyed because it's your property. You can do it with it what you want. So this whole idea of in vitro fertilization treats children inhumanely, and that is wrong. We are made in God's image. Even the smallest one-day zygote is made in God's image, and we should treat it with dignity. Back to the assistance part, there are these abandoned babies in freezers all across the country, and so it's just it was brought to my attention through another abolitionist conference a while back, 2 maybe years ago, that these children were abandoned in the freezers, and it broke my heart to hear that. We're blessed with 3 wonderful children of our own, and yet since our 3rd, we haven't been able to have another child yet. And so a few months ago, my husband and I were like, okay, let's do this. Let's try to save these children that are abandoned in the freezers. And the next Sunday, we had lunch with another abolitionist couple with us, and she said, oh, you're thinking about adopting embryos and having children like that. My sister has extra embryos, and she would love to find a good Christian home for them. Do you want them? And so we go, I guess so, yes. And so we are now in the process of adopting embryos, and it's still a very dehumanizing process. You know, the doctors ask you, well, how many do you want? You know, do you want to test to see if it's a girl or a boy? Do you want to make sure the embryos are healthy, or do you care? Because if they're not healthy, you know, you can pick a different embryo and try that. And yeah, it's just a crazy process, but I just wanted to share our experience and get you guys thinking rightly about these children that are being created outside of the womb for our own desires. And I wanted to read one more thing in James 1 about our desires and how they can lead us to sin. Because it's not easy if you are barren to be okay with that. Because it is a good desire to have children. But we have to submit those desires to God's will and to understand that all good things come from Him, and not to let those good desires overtake us and lead us down a road to sinning. So let me read James 1, verses 14 through 17. Okay, but I'll read the ESV. Each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desire. Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. Do not be deceived, my beloved brothers. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. And so many Christian people and churches think that IVF is a good way to bring more children into the world, and yet it leads to death. The death of so many children that don't get a chance to have a safe place in the womb to grow and then be birthed, because just the odds of an embryo making it out of the womb after being created through IVF are very slim. The couple that we are getting the embryos from, they are good Christian people, wanted to have babies, and they were like, we're going to do IVF the ethical way. We're only going to make, so many that we can implant and have our own. We won't make too many. They tried to do that and ended up with 14 embryos. And then they implanted 2, which turned into 3, and 1 died, so they have twins now from their 14 embryos, but she can no longer get pregnant. So they have no way to give their other 12 children a home unless someone else opens their womb for them. So even good intentions can lead to a very bad thing.